I've been saying on my channel for a long time now that I'm typically not a fan of GameStop. I've had a lot of problems dealing with them, from bait and switch, weird store credit on returns, them trying to sell me used games and marking them as new. That said, it is no surprise because of that the company as a whole is in some serious financial problems. Their stock is in the toilet. They are liquidating a significant amount of their merchandise after their somewhat failed ThinkGeek acquisition. And now all of those savings are being passed on to you because they have too much stuff and too much inventory and too many stores, and they are trying to save what they can. Now, this is not uncommon in any industry. We see this all the time. We saw it with Sears. We are seeing it now with Best Buy as they've started to open Best Buy outlet stores. Essentially, they are trying to get rid of merchandise, and it's good for you, the consumer, because ultimately what that means is you're going to get stuff at a reduced rate. So here we go. Announcing GameStop Gamedays summer sale now, which is July 7th, running through July 20th. You can save up to $40 with their lowest prices yet. And they have an advertisement. I thought we'd flip through a little bit of it because there are actually some really good deals in here. If you're somebody like me who doesn't necessarily buy new games every single time they come out now because you have a monster backlog, but there were some games you were interested in, this might be a good time to consider picking them up. Before we begin, I'd like to point out that Amazon, always looking to undercut, is pretty much matching a lot of these prices as fast as GameStop is announcing them. So if you don't want to deal with GameStop and you don't want to deal with some of their shady marketing practices, consider picking these up on Amazon, which you know they will be wrapped and brand new, and there won't be any shenanigans in the event you don't want it and want to return it. That said, it's good because it's dropping the price on a lot of these things, and hey, you know what? A deal's a deal, right? So they have Assassin's Creed Odyssey for $20, Kingdom Hearts for $20, which I was really surprised that Kingdom Hearts dropped in price so rapidly. It's sitting around $50 right now, but the fact that it's dropped to $20, I don't know. I didn't play the game, but that's definitely one I'll pick up. I think $20 is a pretty good price point for that. The Division 2, Fallout 76, which has made a pretty good comeback, I have to say, in terms of online support and playability. I think Bethesda's been quietly working behind the scenes, making improvements. If you've watched my channel in the past, you know that I have begun playing again on PC, and I love it. So I don't think that's a bad deal at all. And the Destiny 2 Forsaken, which is going to be $20. Keep in mind, Forsaken is going to be required now once Destiny makes the switch over to Steam. Once they break away from Activision Blizzard and become their own company again, the base Destiny 2 game will become free to play. You will need to have Forsaken if you want to do any of the online stuff, and that's going to be kind of your base entry point. So $20 to future-proof yourself for the upcoming Destiny port and, you know, expansion into the PC world on Steam. Something to consider. This is for Xbox and PlayStation only. And that's the one unfortunate thing here. None of these are PC games. Like the Division 2, if I could get that on PC for $20, I would have already bought it. But I'm debating if I want to get it for the Xbox One or not. We'll see. They also have a lot of various price cuts, dropping games as low as $4.97. This is a little bit of a misnomer. There are some games that are $4.97. None of these are $4.97 though. Save $30 on headphones, which is nice if you need a nice pair of Turtle Beach 700s. I got to play with those when I was at the Microsoft store 2 weeks ago. Really did like the Turtle Beaches. I get a lot of the Plantronics stuff from the Xbox Fan Fest, and I don't think they're nearly as good as the Turtle Beaches. They got a really nice microphone, and they're wireless, which is really, really cool. So if you're looking for a nice pair of headphones, that might be something you want to consider. Here's some of the other games they have on sale. Far Cry New Dawn, Red Dead Redemption, Days Gone, Nier Automata, Rainbow Six Siege, which continues to be amazing in terms of the support they're giving for that game. It just absolutely blows my mind. The latest Call of Duty Black Ops 4, Mortal Kombat, which isn't that old, already got a little bit of a price drop there. What else? Anything else exciting here? WWE 2K19. I had a lot of fun with that. I bought the Ric Flair Woo edition, which I loved. Played a lot of that. They're giving away gift cards right now. If you buy a new console, they're knocking controllers 20% off. They've got even more games on discount. The latest NBA 2K19, Devil May Cry, Rage, Metro, Sekiro. Now, these aren't truly 50% off. Again, kind of a misnomer. Up to 50% off. Clearly, 60 to 40 is not 50%, but it is a discount. Lots of really good stuff here. So if you're looking for, to jump into some of these games, I mean, PUBG, I mean, that's free on Game Pass now. So, but maybe a lot of people haven't played PUBG, or like Brent, who I don't know why still refuses to get Game Pass, but wants to play PUBG. $5 entry point, not too bad. Minecraft Story Mode, which has been discontinued digitally. You can only get it now on disc. If you want to pick that up for Switch, that's $10. Lego City Undercover, which is coming to Game Pass. It's on sale. Final Fantasy. I'm seeing anything else that was really blowing my mind. Controllers. I wish Diablo was cheaper. That's one thing that Diablo has really held its price very, very well. I think that's really been a very accessible game on the Switch. I was kind of hoping that game would drop down a little bit, maybe, in the $20 price range, but we're still not to that point quite yet. Then we get into the liquidation of the Think Geek section of the store. This is a lot of stuff that was carried over from Think Geek. So a lot of the pops, the amiibos, action figures, shirts, accessories such as steering wheel, or collectibles, all really trying to get rid of. Now, Think Geek did have a pretty large sale a couple weeks ago where they were liquidating a lot of their stuff. Clearly they have more as they're dropping this off. 3 for $25 on a pop vinyl is not a bad deal. Most pops will run you anywhere from 10 to 15. This one says on any that are $11.99 and under. I know pops seem to have two price points, that $11.99 price point and the $14.99 price point. So your mileage may vary on what you consider to be a cool one or not, but I think Reaper is pretty awesome. I could totally see getting that. You got a Grunt from Gears of War. That could be actually really cool. Amiibo, buy one, get one on select Amiibo if you're starting to build up your Amiibo collection. Shirts, $10, which are actually some really, really cool shirts. All t-shirts are $10. They have some really good ones. Some of them are not as great, but a $10 t-shirt, really, with video game stuff, isn't a bad deal. Keep in mind, a lot of these shirts have to go through official licensing, so you can't just slap an Xbox logo on a shirt. Xbox usually has to get a cut or a sign-in of that, which usually raises the price up considerably. Most shirts are in the $15 to $20 range. You could see those a lot of times at Bell's or at Kohl's. But the fact that they're $10, not a bad deal. And then some of the collectibles here. On all collectibles, you see they got the plasma rifle here, they got the Pip-Boy, and they got some other Kingdom Hearts and Fallout collectibles. They also have the trade-in deal, which I've never been a big fan of. This is, you're going to have to get out a calculator and do the math on. When you trade in this, you get a credit for this, that, the other thing. If you're looking to upgrade from a PS4 to a Pro, or from an Xbox One to an S or an X, you may want to consider doing this. It seems like they're giving a little bit more in terms of trade-ins. They also have a lot of their accessories on sale. As I already mentioned earlier in this video, the Turtle Beach headphones are on sale. You're also seeing a pretty decent price cut on the Steel Series controller, the headphones here. It's a $50 price cut there for headphones. The fight sticks are $20 off if you're into the arcade game stuff. Those are kind of nice. And then they have a sale on pre-owned games as well. So lots of stuff. I'm just going to kind of scroll through it. Anything that's really catching my eye. They got a little love for PC gamers in there. I saw with some Razer stuff. But yeah, I would definitely say take advantage of this while you can. I have a feeling you're going to see a lot more of these sales until GameStop ultimately either changes their business practices or folds. I have a feeling, though, they are too deep and they've lost too much customer trust. That said, take advantage of these sales while you can. I hope you found this video informative. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys on the other side.